It is Sunday night once again, and I am in the madhouse. I am Tommy Marr, your host for the Maverick Soul Hour with Tommy Marr. And tonight, folks, we got something very cool. If you're a blues fan, you are in the right place. So I'm going to do my little monologue, but as you guys all know, I want you to all get ready, sit back, turn the lights out, light a candle, get a blue light on tonight because we're talking about the blues tonight.
That's right.
So get yourself tight, and it's going to be outrageous. But before we go, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's been going on. Last week, first of all, I want to thank my guests last week from George Thorogood's Destroyers, Bill Blah, and Jeff Simon, which are two of the greatest gentlemen you will meet in the business. They are great guys and fun guys and giving people, and I can't say enough about them. They're really, really the real deal guys. Our kind of people. So thank you guys, and also I want to thank again the Vanilla Fudge. We had a great show over at Dix Hills Performing Arts Center. Vince Martell, Mark Stein, Carmine Apice, and Pete Bremy. Thanks so much, guys. I mean, it was a blast. We had a great time. It was a great, great concert. I've been listening to Velvet Morning every day. It's an amazing song. And I want to thank Dix Hills Performing Arts Center also. Also, last night, we went into Manhattan. We were invited to a documentary on Tesla. I don't know, a lot of people don't know. I wasn't really aware of Tesla myself, but it was at the New Yorker Hotel, and that is where he died. And boy, you know, when I used to wrestle, when someone got a screw in on, wrestling, they used to call it a hose-in. Boy, this guy Tesla, he got the biggest hose-in you ever want to see, because, I mean, this guy changed the world, and no one really even knows who he is. So Victor and Joe, I want to thank you so much for inviting us in. I mean, they VIP'd us. It was wonderful. The documentary, I'll tell you, I was completely fascinated because it was something I never knew existed, and I didn't even know that a lot of it happened on Long Island, out in Shoreham. And it was really quite interesting, and the movie is yet to come. The place was packed. Just an amazing night. Beautiful, beautiful night. So, Joe and Victor, thank you so much, and God bless you guys, and good luck with the movie. I think you're going to have no problems. It's great. So that's really about it. I want to say hello to my whole Woodstock family up there and around there and everywhere you are, and all of our troops over across the seas protecting our freedom. God bless you all, and I thank you every day of my life in my prayers. So at this moment, we're going to take a break. And like I said, get yourself ready. I wore the right colors tonight, and we're going to come back with some blues. But not the real deal blues. So hang in there, get yourself ready, get yourself tight. We'll be right back with the Maverick Soul. Hang in there.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
We are back in the madhouse with the Maverick Soul. I am your host, Tommy Marr, and tonight we're going to be talking some real blues tonight. So it is my extreme pleasure to introduce my two wonderful guests, Mrs. Beareather Reddy and Mr. Rudy Wangosi. I got it right?
You got it right. You nailed it.
It is such a treat to have you guys here because I know that you're the real deal. That I know. And I like dealing with the real deal. So briefly, I want to start with you, and we'll get to Rudy, because I know he's cool. He's cool. He looks like my old best friend. So
Well, first of all, let's start by not calling me Mrs.
I think I said Ms.
Oh, I thought you said Mrs.
Did I? Well,
because it's open. I want to let you know.
I hear you.
I'm
And
out here.
anybody interested, we have a dating game coming up here. So anybody interested,
Just kidding.
give us a call. We'll hook you up.
Yeah, right away. I'm up.
Now, I don't want to go back way back. I mean, I would like to, you grew up where?
Well, I grew up, I was born in Georgia until I was 12, and I moved to Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Cool. Now, I know that you got a BA in the performing arts from the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, how was that for you?
It was a great experience. We at UMass at the time in the 70s. I don't want to tell anybody my age, but they had this program there called the bachelor's degree in individual concentration. So you can make up your major, and I majored in music, theater, and dance. And in each one of those majors, I had sponsors for it. Like the music was actually Archie Shepp was my sponsor. Do you remember Archie Shepp, jazz musician? And at the time I was in school there, a lot of people were there. Bill Cosby, Max Roach, just a lot of musicians were up there. A lot of.
Was Bill clarinet or what was he playing?
Who?
Bill Cosby?
Bill Cosby? No,
tries to
he
play
was
some drums a
doing.
little, doesn't
I
he?
don't know what he was doing. He
Drums?
was acting.
Yeah, he tries to play some drums.
Really? I
Bill
thought
Cosby,
that he played the.
I never saw him play the
He
clarinet.
plays something, right? The clarinet, right?
No, I don't know, but he, it was just it was a time when, Black Pride was, really going on there, and folks were really, really like taking over
So
buildings
were
and
you
stuff
were
like
you
that.
up there when James calmed everything down? Because I mean, actually,
Oh, James Brown?
Brown saved that city.
Oh, no, I wasn't. I was up there in like the 70s, early 70s, but you know, we were doing our thing, taking over a lot of buildings over there at the time. The black students were. So it was, you know, we were all about black pride and everything. And I was studying with one of my mentors. His name is Dr. Horace Clarence Boyer, and he was a scholar in gospel music. And he was the one told me at the time that I was a blues singer. You know, he said I didn't have really this, I don't know what it has to do with the other, that I didn't really have a black sound. I had a brown sound. And
Really?
you're going to be a blues singer. I don't
Now,
know. So
what was your reaction to that initially?
I was cool with it.
Yeah.
I was cool with it because,
Did
you know, I
say,
was
is
a
there money in
kid.
blues?
I've yet to see
Well,
it.
I mean, well, to me, I mean, the blues, everything comes from, you know, I mean, gospel to me is,
Right.
if you could sing gospel, you could sing blues.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I believe that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there is a difference,
do, a lot of them
but
do.
the soul is there to do the both of you.
Oh.
I would think.
Yes,
you know.
definitely. I sang in a choir at my church at the time when I was going to church, Bridge Street Church in Brooklyn. And the choir director was always kind of like bothering me a lot because he said I was singing the blues. I didn't think I was. I was just, you know, trying to sing gospel.
Right.
But
Well, it must
he
have been
said
your emotion and your feelings
so.
that brought out the blues. Something was going on.
something.
You got to have
But,
something going on to sing the blues. Well,
that's-
you had to experience something to have that, to be able to
To
sing
feel
the
the
blues.
blues. That's right.
You know, if you were born with that golden spoon up, you know, I don't think you can really do the blues too well.
Right, unless you didn't get that Mercedes that
Like
you
I don't,
wanted.
I don't think, I don't like, I can't picture, like, no offense, but I can't picture Kennedy singing the blues. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. What blues they have,
You know,
except like
yeah.
I said, you didn't get that Mercedes that you wanted or something.
There you go.
Perhaps.
There you go.
Perhaps.
There you go.
Not knocking the Kennedys, but
Well, it's okay with me. You also were in a lot of plays. You were involved in a lot of plays, and let me just name a couple of them. You were in a couple of plays. First Wives, Going Home,
going homeless.
Going Homeless, right?
Right.
The Mayor's Wife, and this one is something that I'm very intrigued. You were in Freedom Trail: A Life of Harriet Tubman.
Yes.
Now that had to be, for a black woman, that had to be very, a strong connection, and it had to be a spiritual connection. Even if you didn't have it before, it had to be there while you did this. Because let me just give you one thing. We were just up in Detroit, okay? I came from a black town, and I feel that I know, you know, because I still live in that same, I'm still on that side of the tracks.
Okay.
And I'm very proud of that because I'm one of them white boys that can dance.
All right now.
You know what I mean?
Can we
And,
see something?
Uh,
You said it. You
maybe
know.
me and you will get up and kick a few later, all right? All right. Now you're messing my head up here.
I'm
But
one of the black kids
so
that
we
can't
were in
dance.
Detroit, and we actually got a special tour of Motown, which was,
Okay.
to me, I mean, I grew up, I did a couple tunes with the Temptations. I sang a little bit with Wilson Pickett.
Oh, yeah?
So, I mean, I've been around a little bit. But we went to Motown, and I got to tell you two special spots. One was standing there, and I'm actually standing in Studio A, and the guy turns around and says, exactly where that gentleman, me, exactly where he is standing is where David Ruffin recorded My Girl. I was like, I still get goosebumps thinking about it, you know. And another thing that amazed me about it was in Studio A where the piano, because it's original, it's still, everything is the same.
Right.
The candy in the candy machine is still from the 60s. And
That's
Stevie
cool.
Wonder's was the fourth one over because his was only with eat Babe Ruth's, so he knew on the fourth one. So I'm like touching all the dials. I mean, because this is who James Brown is my like hero.
Yeah, me
And then
too.
the Temptations,
So
the Four
double
Tops, Smokey, you know, everybody. I mean, Luther was, you know, wasn't really that time, but Luther I love. Sam Cooke, Al Green, you know,
Right.
that's, you know, Little Anthony is still one of
Oh,
my
yeah, Little
Anthony.
heroes. I mean, that guy could still blow like nobody. And in this studio, the floor was an old wood floor. It had to be this thick. And the guy showed us, you could see holes in the floor where you could look right through, this big.
Mhm.
And it was from their feet tapping. The
Wow.
keyboard players.
Mhm.
Wow.
They actually grinded holes through the
Tapped the hole in the
That
floor.
amazed me.
That's
I mean, that's
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
But going back to the original thing, then we went to
Yep.
the Henry Ford Museum, which I never even knew one existed.
Mm-hmm.
And we were walking along, and we saw there was a lot of cool stuff there. And there's the bus that Rosa Parks made her sit.
Mm-hmm.
And we got there. It was an hour left, and I got to sit in that seat, and it was one of the most emotional experiences spiritually
Right.
that I could ever tell you. I mean, I actually was crying
Mhm.
because it just, even going back and thinking about, because there was
Right.
no one on the bus. Janine went in, took my picture sitting there, and usually people see me on Facebook, but everybody could see the emotion. It was really, really spiritual because I did live through those times. Like where I grew up, there was a thing that happened in our school, which I won't go into, but I mean, Stokey Carmichael used to go there, Malcolm X used to go there every single day and protest. But what they didn't realize is because it was a school where everybody got along. It was not a black and white thing. We all played sports. We were
Right.
all best of friends. We were in fraternities together. We stepped over each other's houses. We did everything together, how the world should be.
Right.
And what they didn't realize is every morning we would meet in the bathroom, like half the white guys, half the black guys. And we'd go, what do you guys want to do today? Want to go to school or not? We go, nah. So we'd all just start yelling. They'd shut the school down. We'd go surfing. We'd go do this. We'd do that. But
Funny,
nobody was
funny.
fighting.
Right.
Nobody. These
That's
guys
so
were all
sad.
fighting out there. So, it's crazy. But I know exactly what you're talking about. I just had to throw that in there because I think it's important because that is something that, I think the world needs to change greatly and bring the kindness.
Definitely,
There's no
but
color
will it?
barrier. I mean, come on. If you're living in color barriers nowadays, you might as well go to Pluto because you're in the wrong place because, man, especially now. I mean,
Right.
it's...
But it exists, though.
You know.
A lot of things, even though things have changed.
It does
A lot
exist.
of
And it also
things
exists the
remains the
opposite way,
same.
too.
Yes.
It does.
It's true.
It does.
It's true.
It
It's
does.
true.
I see both sides, And
But you mentioned Harriet Tubman. I do a one-woman show about her called Harriet's Blues. And I do really, truly feel a connection with Harriet Tubman.
I would think you would have to.
Yeah,
But that's a good
She's
thing,
she's
right?
a
I mean,
wonderful,
It
yeah.
must bring you to a good place
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
and make you a better person. And
Makes
probably
me a
the best,
makes me a strong person.
And
That's one thing.
probably the best part about it is what you take on that and spread to others, whether you
Yes,
even
sir.
know it or not.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which,
Yeah.
God knows we need that.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
So that must have been experienced. Now,
Right.
I also want to talk about, I get word that you were on David Letterman.
I was, but I was on there as a in the choir with this gospel singer named Lady Pacina. No, Lady Pacina.
I don't know Lady Pacino.
She also
all
was
these people out.
doing a show called Great Divas of Gospel, and she
Oh, I would love to see
yeah,
that.
she portrayed. I mean, this was years ago, and she portrayed Clara Ward and the all the great gospel
Jackson,
groups from that time, and so I sang in the choir and a couple of the different groups that she presented at that time.
Let me ask you a question. Did you watch the Whitney Houston funeral?
Some of it.
Did you see Donnie McClurkin?
I
'Cause
may
I
have.
think he blew the doors off of everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
he's an amiable boy.
Oh yeah.
He's a very
Remember the
Oh,
bill?
uh-huh.
Is that right?
Oh, uh-huh.
So that's
He got range like nobody's business.
This is
he's got a problem now too, but he's
Oh, really?
just unbelievable.
Oh, uh-huh.
Unbelievable. That guy will make your skin just bubble.
Mm.
I mean, oof, talk about emotion and some feelings.
Listen, I
You
saw
got it.
I saw Whitney Houston when she was probably like 20 years old or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember the place in Manhattan called Sweetwater's.
Oh, sure.
I was
Went to a
playing.
Christmas party out there.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was playing with the group. Oh God, I can't think of the name of the group now. But we were there performing, and there was this young girl there, and this guy that was with her, this white gentleman, was waiting for her to sing. She was the greatest singer, and she sang, singers like myself. And when I heard, I was like, yeah, she's all right. You know, like she's okay.
Well, she probably was just
Yeah,
all right
she
then,
was
at that time.
all right. And then we went down to the bathroom, and she was there in the bathroom, and like we like to do, be courteous. And I was like, oh, you know, you sound so good. You sound really great. And she did. She sounded good. And she had the usual thing. She's very skinny and had her hair slicked back.
Right.
The next year, she was like a superstar.
Yeah. So it took one song.
That's it. And I bet
Got
that
some
guy
love with
was.
somebody.
That's right. I think it was Clive Davis
Right.
that was in
Clive
there.
Davis.
I think he was in there that night when she was performing.
Yeah.
But and I worked over at ABC right down the street from
Oh, yeah?
Sweetwater's.
59th Street? 57th Street?
66th Street. 60th Street.
Oh, I'm thinking of
66 in
CBS. I'm
Berwyn.
thinking of CBS. I know. Yeah, I know, because I did a lot of work over there, General Hospital and all that.
Oh, all my children and all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I used to see Linda. What's her name? She's about that big.
I
whatever,
know you're
that
talking
never
to.
won the Emmy or whatever it was.
I know. I can't think of her name either.
The one that played
she
Erica.
weighed Erica,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I can't think
I
of her
can't think
name.
of her
She
name.
weighed 90 pounds. I busted.
What a lovely woman, though, because
Terrific.
Very
I'd
nice,
see them all
very
come
nice.
out, and I used to see Roger Grimsby all the time over there,
Uh-huh.
and but she would talk to everybody, and I wouldn't have
Yeah.
thought that. She was very nice, and then
Yeah.
I met her years later at a Christmas
Susan
lighting.
Lucci.
Susan Lucci.
Right.
I met her at the Christmas lighting over at
Right.
EAB over there, and we sat next to her. It was very nice.
Yeah, I ran into her one time and almost knocked her down.
Right? This
Yeah,
big.
because she's like this. I was
Raquel
like,
Welch
"Excuse
is
me."
like that too, little
Oh, really?
teeny little thing.
Oh,
They were on TV.
funny.
All right, let's get down to some really serious business now.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you formed, and this is something that is really what is intriguing to me, that what you did, because I really dig what you're doing here, because this is important, because that's what this show is all about, too. It's about keeping all of this alive, keeping the music, passing it on to the youth, and keeping it going. And I will ask you questions about that, too. But you started a foundation, I guess, called BEP, and that is just really basically to keep the blues alive in your neighborhood and through, wherever else it spills out to. But basically in your culture and neighborhood of keeping the blues alive. So here's my next question before you even get into this. Because I asked Bobby Rush this question. I asked everybody,
Bobby
just
Rush
about
question.
everybody in the business this question.
Right.
And I want to know, being that I did grow up in a basically black neighborhood,
Right.
and I've seen it all, I've seen them all. What do you, what is your feel on why the youth, the black youth in America, are kind of drifting away from the blues? Because they definitely are.
Right. Well, first of all, I think the black youth in America are not drifting away from the blues. They've already drifted away. They're already away from the blues. Most black children, in my opinion, have never really heard the blues.
But do you feel that it's not being passed down? Because, I mean, like, my dad used to play the Ink Spots all the time.
Right.
I still love the Ink Spots, you know what I mean? Even though, it's not, I mean, I was a Led Zeppelin guy, but I
Right.
had so much respect for those guys,
Right.
how good they were. So how do you, where did it get lost? Where do you feel it's gotten lost?
Well, because it might be different down south. I'm not really sure. Down in Georgia, I think they might Georgia or the southern
Right.
state. They might be closer to the blues
Right.
than up north. Because in my opinion, New York is not a blues.
Not a blues
Like
town.
It's not
Memphis is probably a lot tighter with it than
like-
New York.
New
like
York's more
this-
of a jazz town.
Yeah, it's more of jazz. Like even when blues was up here in the 30s or the 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever, I believed it was kind of looked down upon. That it was like country, and New York is slick. So,
Yeah.
slick and fast. So it wasn't promoted here as much. But even I have a young man coming up for the festival this year, which is going to be, the second day is going to be at Cumble Theater, October 11th. And he's coming up, I'm bringing him up from Clarksdale, Mississippi. He's 15 years old. He's been playing since he was 8. He's opened up for, he's a vocalist and a guitarist. And he's opened up for a lot of great people, including B.B. King. So the South, I believe, youth are closer to the blues.
I agree
than-
with you.
than up here.
Do you think it's the rap? Do you think that like that's just where it is, or it's not
No,
being
it's good.
passed down? I mean, what do
It's
you?
being
you know?
passed. It's just that some of it is that people, because you and I are about the same age. So in the '60s, the black kids already started listening to Motown and James Brown and all that kind of stuff. And maybe it's the association with when people were playing the blues, people were still being lynched. You still had to go to this bathroom. You couldn't eat in that restaurant.
Right.
You couldn't, you didn't have the social mobility. So with some people, I think it's the connotation of what the blues of that
their
time.
life was about,
And
too.
people want to
100%,
be like,
right.
we don't want to identify with that time anymore because that time just brings up too much pain. So they kind of drifted away. My parents never stopped loving the blues. My mother introduced me to the blues, and so a reason why I knew about it and grew up with it is because Bobby Bland, Blue Bland, and Little Milton, and B.B. King, and Lightning
Chuck
Hopkins,
Berry
and John Lee Hooker, and all those.
Right.
We was intimate with all of that, but at the same time, my parents never wanted to go back. They never set foot in the South again after they left Louisiana. So I grew up in Oakland, California. Most of the black folks there are from pretty much 5 states, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Oklahoma. And so they are the blues. They don't just
Right.
know them. They are the blues.
Well,
Exactly.
there
But
you
at
go.
the same time, the kids that were raised, it's kind of like you had these connotations of what it was like in the South and what it was like when the blues came from. So maybe it brings up things for them that's too much painful,
Yeah. Well, when I did do these interviews when we were up in Windsor, Canada, for the Blues Fest up there, which it's the biggest blues fest in North America, and I interviewed every artist that played. 3-day concert. I interviewed everybody. I don't remember who said it, but they were saying like, I don't know if it was Bobby Rush. It might have been Bobby Rush. It was either Bobby Rush or oh God. Let's forget who it was, but it was definitely somebody that knew what they were talking about. And they said what they see happening now is a lot of the white dudes now these guys can play, and they are playing the blues. But now we were just talking about someone we both know, Solomon Hicks.
Right.
Now this kid, see, I'm hoping that's hope for us.
Right.
When kids, was he 18? I mean,
17 still?
No,
I think he's 18.
18 or
18 now.
19 by now.
Now
He might
I
be
saw him
19.
at the Rhythm. We did a benefit for Walter Trout. Well, I mean, I did the interviewing there, but Arnie Goodman, Arnie invited us. It was a
Yeah,
great
Arnie
thing, but it was to
invited
raise money for Walter's liver transplant. And
Right.
I mean, you talk about some heavy hitters there. They had Scott Holt from Buddy Guy. They had Rocky Atis from John Mayall. They had Jeff Simon from the Destroyers. They had you talk about some six-string slingers up there. And this kid came up, and I'm like, this ought to be interesting. But I loved his look, sharp as it could be, good-looking kid. Looked like,
Right.
I think, a young Sam Cooke. Well,
Yeah.
he was young when he died, but
Yeah.
he looked like Sam. To me, he looked like Sam Cooke. I love Sam Cooke. And well, you call my
attractive.
phone, right? You know who you get when you call
Yeah.
my phone, right?
Yeah.
Change
Who
the
take-
Don't
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
and this kid was up in the middle of these guys,
Right.
like playing lead, and man, this cat was just like,
Yeah.
He's
there's
good.
hope.
He's good.
There is hope,
Definitely.
and that's what I hope happens, that people like that, can break people away from this thumping. And I'm not one to say, hey, like when I was a kid, if I was listening to Zeppelin, probably my parents were like, God, turn that crap off, So I don't have disrespect for it, but I don't really understand. I mean, how you can be in a car, and believe me, I have a T-shirt that said, if it's too loud, you're too old. I love loud. I love loud.
That's the truth.
But loud
I'll make
and
the point.
having just something on that a mile and a half away, I hear it coming, and it's just,
yeah,
I
that's too
I
much
just
for
don't
me.
get it. I mean, as a musician, I don't get it. Like,
Well, they
how-
won't have
how
any
can
hearing
that-
when they get our age.
I'm there now too, but I don't get that. So I don't know how we got to get these guys back on the path. But that's why I have people like you on the show, to expose to these people, because we have a lot of young musicians watching, and I mean,
Wonderful.
to me, these are the people that are going to pass the torch. You know what I mean? So we have to leave a light somewhere.
Definitely.
So tell me about BEP.
Big Eyed Productions. I started this company in like 2001. I call it edutainment.
I thought that was a misprint. I said, what is that?
Right. Well, we get entertainment and education.
Right.
And primarily, Rudy and I, we've been working together for a couple of years, and we just try to expose community youth to blues music, guitar, piano, voice, blues writing, harmonica, and drums.
Now, are you getting a good response from it?
We have primarily we do, but right now we have a core group that we've been working with for the last 3 years or so. And actually we started at PS 137 with this group of kids. Rudy was doing, what you did, jazz?
Music, well, not so much jazz. It's music theory, trying to introduce them to the music.
What they need to know that, all music came from the blues.
Yes.
Right.
It all stems from
All the
blues.
Western music, yeah, absolutely.
All music,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean.
yeah. Yeah.
And I was doing a choral, blues choral thing with these kids. And right now we have this core group of about 4 girls or 5 girls and 1 little boy that plays drums. And they're called the Big Eyed Blues Youth Ensemble. They're going to be playing both days during the festival. So
Maybe you
yeah,
bring
they
them on
love
my
it.
show one night.
yeah, that'd be great.
We'll expose them to the world.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's amazing that they don't think that this is old, slavey time,
Yeah.
sad music. I'm just surprised at
Yeah, if
these
you get
kids.
kids at a young enough age that they're not indoctrinated
They
yet.
don't know.
Well,
They
that's the
don't
key.
know,
You get them when they're young, and then
Yeah.
you bring them up like my
Well, that's
parents
why
did me.
That's what I respect so much what you're doing. I mean, more people need to do it, including all these musicians that have made a nice living at it, You got to give a little back,
Right,
And it's
exactly.
usually the people that didn't really make the big money that are giving it back. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
you know. So listen, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk a little with Rudy. We're going to talk some more about your festival
Okay.
that I want you guys to stay tuned, because you blues people, you need to hear what's going to be going on. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the Maverick Soul and my 2 special guests. Right back. Hang in there. Be tight.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
I'm Tommy Marr. I'm down in St. Bart's having a good time. A lot of people at this time, they like to go have a little cocktail. But you know what I do? I'm going to watch MadhouseTV.com. You got that right. I'm Tommy.
We're back.
We are back in the Madhouse.
Yay.
I'm with my special guest, Beareather,
Yes.
Reddy, and Mr. Rudy Wangozi.
That was very good.
So, Rudy,
Yes, sir.
talk to me. You originally from Louisiana.
I'm originally from Oakland, California, but everybody that lives in
Well-
Oakland's parents are from Louisiana.
Oh,
It
so you
seems
never
like.
lived in Louisiana?
I never lived in Louisiana. No,
Oh, I
no.
thought you said you lived there and then moved to Oakland.
No. My parents are
Your
from
parents.
Louisiana.
Okay. So, you're in Oakland,
Mm-hmm.
and now, what year did you get out of Oakland?
Well, what year I've been out and came back and been out and came back. You know, I first left in the 70s and then I came back. You know, I lived in Portland, Oregon, Philadelphia, New York. You know.
Well, you got a taste of it all the good
Yeah,
stuff there,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So now, you strictly keyboards?
Yeah, I play some drums. I play drums, but you know, my son became a prodigy on the drums at 11 or so, and so I said, "I'll leave the drums to you, man." He was killing on the drums. So yeah, and I sing, you know, but
Well,
you know,
then why didn't you have me set up a mic
because
for
I'm
you?
performing. I'm backing Beareather today, you know, and I have these different. I wear different hats, you know. So I'm wearing.
We'll have to have you come back and sing a little too. But so you're very involved with this too. I could see the passion in you,
Yeah.
which I think I take my hat off to both of you. I mean, I think it's terrific. I mean, if only the world could have millions more people like you guys, it would be a much better place. I mean, I try to do it with
cute.
my Woodstock Guru page. You know, everybody. I should have never put the word Woodstock in it because it's really should be just called the kindness page, treating people with kindness.
Right.
But they see Woodstock, and I guess they associate it. But the initial reason was of the kindness that I observed at Woodstock.
Right.
I've never seen anything like it, and it's never left me. And I just keep wishing. I wish it could be like that.
Right.
You know. And for these 3 days that we
Same
do every
with me.
year when we do the reunion up at Yazga's Farm, I do see it. But I think as soon as they get on that parkway, it's over again. You know what I mean? It's a
Right.
brief little vacation of peace. It's like I say, it's like being on Venus. It's like
Right.
being on a different planet. Because I mean, we all know. Let's face it. You walk down the street, someone's going to give you a smart ass something. I mean, I walk every day. I mean,
Right.
I get gangbangers. They want to run me over because I'm walking. I mean,
No.
and this new game where you punch out 88-year-old
Oh, yeah.
women
That's
walking
not cool.
with bags. I mean,
Right. I know.
would they do that
It's
when we were
scary.
kids?
No.
No.
How
we
fast
didn't
they
do
be
stuff
gone?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
and
would have
it's
seen somebody
flat.
flying off a roof.
That's
Yeah.
right. No.
You know, and you
I
know,
don't
I'm not with violence, but man, I'm with consequence. There should be consequence, and this country is losing consequence.
Yeah,
There's no
definitely.
consequence, and it's just ridiculous. So, bring back consequence,
That's
and
right.
start with the politicians.
Yeah.
That's right.
For real.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
So now, how did you hook up with this beautiful lady?
Well, she says for a couple of years we've been working together. Well, actually, it's been like 5 years that we've been working together, and we have a mutual friend, Lauren Jackson, as part of the Central Brooklyn Jazz Consortium. So she says, I have this friend who's a great blues singer, and she knows I'm a blues guy. I'm considered a jazz player, but I'm really a blues guy at the base of it, because like you were saying, it's all comes from the blues.
Sure.
So she knew that, and so she introduced me to Beareather, and we talked on the phone for a while, and she told me about what she wanted to do, and I was with it, and I said, sounds great to me, and you know, I went over there and rehearsed with her, and at some point, you know, she was doing the classic blues women, talking about the ladies who pioneered the blues, and I just got, as you say, involved in it. You know, I just started. You know, I felt like, yeah, this is something I can invest some passion in myself, because I want to see the blues continue, and I'm a blues person. So from there, you know, I've done the Big Eye Blues Festival with her, and when she was doing the monthly Big Eye Blues showcases,
Juke joint thing.
the juke joints.
Had
She
a
did the little juke joint
at
in
my
Brooklyn.
place.
And I call her the queen of Brooklyn blues because, I mean, that sounds like a cliche, but, you know, I don't see
That's a
anybody in
good title.
Brooklyn. Yeah, I don't see anybody in Brooklyn that really doing more for the blues than this woman, you know.
Oh,
And there's a
thank
lot
you,
of
Ruth.
people who like the blues, but I don't see anybody just doing more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and that's what it was. And so we wound up at PS 137 together. We'd known each other, but we both wound up there together working with these kids. And so it's just been, you know, more and more layers of good stuff, you know, with this thing, you know.
It must make you feel good, though.
Yeah.
But is it, see, like with me with this page, with this kindness page, it's discouraging to me that you would think that there'd be like millions, because everybody talks like they want this different world, and they all want peace, and they all want everybody to get along, but no one's doing it. Like, why don't I have 5 million on my page rather than 2,000? Why? Why? I mean, if you all want this, why are you watching the well, whatever them,
Yeah.
you know, those reality
Right,
shows
yeah,
that women are punching
That
each
aren't
other
real.
out, scratching their faces, ripping their wigs off,
Exactly.
Yeah.
beating each other to death. I mean, this is what you want our country to be left with? I mean, I'd rather leave them with some good music, some morals. You know,
Definitely.
that's what should be being passed down. This reality TV is just, I'm sorry, but it's just,
But music has done
It's-
so much to bring the races together. I mean, I'm sorry, but musicians, more than politicians and even religious leaders, has done more to bring the
without-
races together.
like I said, I mean, if James Brown didn't do what he did in Boston, that town
Right.
would have been burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
He,
Oh, yeah.
he literally saved that city.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Literally.
others.
And Marvin Gaye. I mean, look, when he came out with that album, which Barry Gordon fought him to death on because he
Yeah.
was away. He was like, don't you dare put that album out.
Which
He
one
put
was
it out.
that?
What's going on?
Oh, what's going on?
I mean,
Lord,
what
what's
was going on? And then,
Right.
you know, I lived through those.
Yeah,
You lived through those
yeah.
times.
Yeah.
There was some, you know, thank God it went on, though, because that was the turning point. And music is what turned it around.
Yeah.
It did. It turned it
Yeah.
around. And guys, you know, I got to say, and I obviously, I think you would know I'm not a racist or prejudiced in any way, shape, or form. But I do sometimes say there's a lot of white guys that did things very big for black people that you never hear about. And like Ed Sullivan was one of them. Ed Sullivan. Diana Ross, he brought Diana Ross to a restaurant one night, and they said she doesn't come in. Ed Sullivan said, she doesn't come in. You will never see any of my people ever in this restaurant again. But I still think the biggest guy was the guy who owned the Brooklyn Dodgers that signed Jackie Robinson. That was a turning point of turning points. And that guy had balls because this guy, his wife, his family, everybody was threatened. And I mean,
Right.
you know the story.
Yeah,
with
yeah, I
that.
know the story.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a shame.
that
Yeah,
guy
it's a
should be,
shame that-
there should be monuments
Excuse me.
about that
Well,
man
they
because
are.
I believe that guy actually changed the world.
Okay, a quick story, and then I'll make it quick because we didn't come here to
Uh-huh.
talk. But you and I are the same age. But you remember the show Hullabaloo, right?
Sure, in the cages. And there used to be three
Well, do you
Hullabaloos on
remember
Long
when
Island.
yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you remember when the Rolling Stones came on there that time, and they came on there
After
and
James?
they brought not
Uh-huh.
not the Tammy show,
Okay,
not that.
okay.
No. Yeah, we all walked out of the theater when they came on there. You can't follow James Brown.
No.
But they brought Howlin' Wolf on, so we knew who Howlin' Wolf was as kids, and we you know from our parents from Louisiana we knew, but America didn't know who Howlin' Wolf was. So the Rolling Stones, because that was the British invasion, right? And everything, and America was all gaga about the the Beatles and the
Right.
Stones and the David Clark Five. Where was that?
Right.
So the Stones wanted to show America where we got it from. And that took, as you say, balls. I mean, because I don't think, as when I read the story, that they were expecting them to do that. And so they came on there with Howlin' Wolf and had Howlin' Wolf jamming to say, America, this lets you see.
Right. Well, and another guy who I think really brought probably, well, there's two that really brought a lot of them back. But Eric Clapton, I mean,
Yeah.
my God, Eric
Eric
Clapton,
Clapton's- yeah.
every name that you mentioned was his influences.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And and he's still to this
Freddie
day.
King,
That's all
Albert
he.
King.
Howlin' Wolf.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
all these dudes, man, and it just shows where it doesn't have a line. It just there's, and when you're a musician and you go to a thing like I go to a lot of events, right? And it's such a different atmosphere. You don't feel that like uncomfortableness.
Right.
It just doesn't exist because there is no color. It's just people
Playing
doing,
music.
doing
Right.
Yeah,
some
well,
good
we
stuff
know we're
together.
not. The world's not where you are on that, and
Yeah.
we're still not there. You know.
No, and I mean, it's getting worse. It's, I mean,
Yeah.
cutting people's heads off now. Consequence, people, consequence. I do want to take a little Beareather break here.
Okay.
And how about we show a little video of this young lady in action?
For me? Thought it was.
I feel so blue. I feel so sad. I made a mistake right from the start. Oh, he was so hard to find. I hope this letter that I will write, I hope he will remember when he receives it. See, rider, see what you done, Lord, 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 you made me love you. Now your captain come. You made me love you. Now your gal done come. Well, I'm going away, baby. Won't be back too far. Lord, 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 I'm going away, baby. Won't be back too far. If I find me a new man, I won't be back at all. Now, any of you gals out there seen my man CC? Now, I know some of y'all done seen it, 'cause I seen that gal over there with him last night. Sitting over there with that man tonight, but I know you was with my man CC the other night. Don't be acting all, I'm talking to you. Don't you look around at me, I'm talking to you. Let me tell you this. Now if you see my man CC, I want you to tell CC to ship him for me. I'm gonna get me a pistol. Yeah. Long as I am tall, Lord, 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 I shoot my man and I catch a cannonball. If he won't have me, he won't have no gas at all.
They have a real. We are back. We are back. And listen, I'm going to keep running. I want to show you a little video of what Beareather and Rudy have been working with the youth in the workshop. So, Janine, can you run that video and let's get a little taste of what they've been doing?
first part, okay? Then you start over. And then here's the tricky part. Okay, so you got,
Come on.
that's good, that's good. Second finger, second position. There you go. Right. Here, and then this one. So you go. Yeah, I want you to put this finger here and hold it there, and put this finger there and hold it there. See, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go 5.
Middle finger. What is 2?
The index
The
finger.
index. First, this, yeah, the pointing finger. And what is 1?
The thumb.
Okay, what number is the thumb?
1,
What number is the index?
2,
What number is the middle finger?
3,
What number is the ring finger?
4,
What number is the pinky?
5.
All right, take your thumb and put it on middle C, your right hand, on each of the next 5 notes. See that? Okay. Let's see if we get this here. Okay, so first of all, this one here. So it's 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, and again.
So you got me.
Okay, both of you. I want you to put this back down. Okay. Oh, here we go. Very nice. One time. One more time. Very good. All right, Sierra. Your lips. The M. And the next part, help make the sound start from back here, okay? Think that. Forward with the M. Me. One time. Here. Isabel. You can't move it around because then it's gonna come up.
And heartache. You all will be side. Thought we said good morning, heartache. I tossed and turned until it seemed you were alone. But here you are, with the dawn.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, y'all all sing it together. Come on, come on.
We are back, and that's what it's all about.
Yay!
Sending it forward and,
That's right.
and saving, passing the baton. Isn't that beautiful? That is a beautiful thing, folks. That's what people should be doing.
My little
Passing it on.
kitties.
Your babies, right?
My little kitties, I call them my blues babies.
There you go. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I would like to play. Would you like to have one more video and then maybe do a little live stuff with us? Are you
We're
good
here.
with that?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
wait a minute. Before we even go there, we have something to talk about. My mistake. The main reason we are actually here.
Okay.
If we're gonna pass this forward, this is the place we're gonna start as
Yeah.
of right now today.
Yeah.
All right.
We have actually. Jeanine will show some pictures as we're talking about this, but Beareather, you can talk over the pictures. I'll talk with you, and Rudy jump in anytime you want. But they have a blues fest coming up this Friday and Saturday, right?
Yes.
In Brooklyn. So I urge all of you people, all of the parents who have kids that are playing the blues or playing even any instruments, what a way for them to get a little basis of what it's all about and where to start. So,
All right, come on down.
tell us where it's going to be. Give us a little something, and then we're going to go into some pictures, and then we'll do a little of that, and then we'll have a little more fun, and then we're going to hear you do a little live
do a little
stuff right here
something.
in the
Do a
Mad
little
House.
something. Well, as you can see, the flyer up there this is the 9th annual Big Eyed Blues Festival, and it's going to take place October 10th and 11th. The first day, Friday, is at Jazz 966. We're going to have a blues panel discussion about blues in the African diaspora. And after that, following performances by this one wonderful blues singer from New Jersey, Madam Pat Tandy, and a brother, Ayodele Mekuru, who's also going to be singing and playing the banjo, guitar. And he's also teaching the children's workshop on Saturday, the next day at Cumble Theater. And then we have this wonderful young lady. She calls herself Bed-Stuy. She's going to end the program with that. They call her, they think she sounds like Big Mama Thornton, Bessie Smith, Maureen, that kind of,
I put the
vocalist.
show tonight on Big Mama Thornton's Facebook page. So
Oh, you did?
yeah,
Oh, wonderful. And on Saturday, we're gonna be at Cumble Theater at Long Island University's Cumble Theater, and it's going to start with the children's workshop. And the guy I mentioned before, Ayodele, is going to be teaching a free horn making workshop for children from 6 to 18. That's going to be from 4 to 5, and then we're going to have a VIP reception from 6 to 7. That you're going to be there, eat some cheese and crackers,
There you
and then at 7 o'clock we start the performances with this young fellow we're bringing down. We call him a little genius. He's a guitarist and a vocalist from Clarksdale, Mississippi. His name is Kriston Kingfish Ingram. He's a brilliant musician. Followed by my children are going to perform, my blues babies. Actually, they're coming before Kriston. They're going to start off the
Right.
show for about 20 minutes or
beautiful.
so. And then Kriston will play. And followed by Miss Vinnie Knight, who's a veteran on this blues scene. And she's from Virginia Beach. She does cruises, and she's a wonderful singer. She sings all over the place. And then it's going to be me.
Now who's that?
That's Eddie Clearwater. Eddie, the Chief Clearwater.
Now these are from past festivals, correct?
Actually, this picture here that's up on the screen now is when I perform at the Briggs Farm Blues Festival in this summer. It was my first time ever being there.
Yes, Solomon.
Oh, there's Mr. Solomon Hicks. He was the young man on our show last year.
He's a sharp cat.
Yeah, he's a
And he
brilliant
can-
musician.
And he can play.
Yes, he can. So that's our festival there. He started off, and this is a panelist that's going to be our show, Dave Rubin, this year. Who's that? That looks like me in the garden. That's Delridge Hunter. He's also on the panelist on Friday. at,
Are these some Arnie Goodman photos in here too?
this is Arnie Goodman's photo. That's
He's
one of the
great.
little kids,
He's
my
phenomenal.
blues babies from last year.
One of the best. One of the best.
Oh yeah, Arnie's a great. This is also Miss Sierra. She told me she was going to be a star before I knew it, you know. And this is another group that performed last year. It's called the Quest Kids. They're grand musicians. And Mr. Bill Sims coming up. He taught the children's workshop. Last year they made a diddly bow. And yeah, he did a wonderful workshop. And this is some
Is that a
of the people.
reverse Bo Diddley?
Could be. It's a little one-string instrument that the kids were excited about that. And you know some of these guys?
I do. That's what's his name on the left there?
Yeah,
That's
I can
Arnie's.
never.
Yeah, he works with
Ernie
Arnie.
Goodford, yeah,
Oh,
I
what
can't see
how could I
this.
forget
Rich,
him?
is his name
He's been here
Rich?
20. No,
Uh-huh.
Guy.
Guy, that's right. Good Guy. And that's just me doing my spill here at the last year's festival that was held at the Commons, Brooklyn College. And there I portray
That's a great picture. The one coming up.
Ma Rainey.
That one right there. That's got to be an Arnie Goodman.
Yes, that we sing. I sang the song "Prove It on Me," and then no other than Mr. Rudy
There he
Wangosi
is.
doing his thing. So one little
Rudy chopped the beard off a little bit.
Dropped it off a little bit. Yeah.
this next picture that's coming up is Clarence Spady.
Spady. He's a great player too.
I've heard of him.
Yeah,
He's
he's
excellent.
he's excellent. Yeah,
He's
I
out of New Jersey.
recommend him.
And
Yeah,
this
he played
guy,
with us, that bass player.
I
with,
forget
Brown
his
Liquor
name.
Sounds. Yeah, I forget his name too. That's
And
a
do you know
shame.
Johnny Charles?
Yes.
Johnny Charles does the International Blues Day, and this he did a second one this year. And, Michael Murch Powers. It's and this gentleman, I don't know his name, but
He looked
we
happy.
had a great time. Yeah, we had a great time. This is Topsy Durham. Her father's name is Eddie Durham.
Okay.
Eddie Durham. And Mr. David Barnes, who was an excellent harpist, if you want to call him, that plays with Michael Powers there.
Well, that's a big part of the blues right there too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you play harp?
No, but I played with a few people that that can really play.
And this is Miss Alexis Pisuta. She has a great CD out now. I can't think it, but it's been #1 on the charts for about 6 or 7 weeks.
Is that Perel's hat she had on?
That's her. She's a, what is
I'm
it?
kidding,
A top
I'm kidding.
hatter. Top hatter, she calls it, or something.
Okay, the Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter, yes, Mad Hatter. It's in Vicky Rapone. She's the background singer for Alexis. This is Miss Pat Tandy, who's going to be on our panel and
She
performing.
looks very familiar.
Yeah, she comes out of New Jersey. She's a great blues singer. And this is Jasmine Woods, who is associate producer and also the facilitator for the panel discussion last year and this year. So Regina Mullen, who's also a photographer and on the panel list. She has a paper called Passway. Not a paper, but a book called Passway. And that's my card up there. That's my that's me doing my thing, promoting Beareather.
That's all right. That's what you got to do.
Yeah,
If you're not promoting, you're not working.
that's right.
That's right.
So
yeah.
we're here to promote, and I'm urging all of you guys, all the parents too. Like we have shows here that they have kids play, you know, and they go to school and they all play together, and then they come in and they play, and you know, like all those parents. This is the education you got to bring to these kids. This is where you want to set some roots in there. This is how you do it. This is how you do it with the real deal stuff right here. So I think I would like to just throw up that one last video of my girl over here, Beareather, and one of my all-time favorite songs. I even do this one myself, so
Oh my gosh.
let's see this.
Gone, the thrill is gone, baby.
Yeah, thrill is gone.
All right now.
Thrill is gone away, yeah. All right. All right,
That's
we're in
it.
the mood. We're getting moving.
The thrill is
We're
gone.
going to take a quick break. Oh, the thrill is yet to come. Let me
Thrill
tell
is
you
yet
that.
to
gone
come.
away.
The thrill has yet to come. It will be up here live. These two amazing artists will be up on the stage in the Madhouse performing live for you all throughout the world. So I want to just say again, the 9th annual Big Eyed Blues Festival this coming Friday and Saturday
right.
in Brooklyn. Just tell them where again?
Friday, October 10th is going to be at Jazz 966 Fulton Street in Brooklyn. And on the 11th, Saturday, it's going to be at Long Island University's Cumble Theater.
Beautiful. Okay, like I said, guys, if you have somebody, if you love the blues, I want you there. If your girlfriend loves the blues or you love the blues, come on down. If you have kids that that are into it, that are learning about music, or you want them to learn about real music, not the thumping stuff, bring them down. And if you just want to sit back and rock with some good people and have a good time and go home feeling really good, I tell you, the 9th annual Big Eyed Blues Festival in Brooklyn, New York this
That's right.
weekend.
That's
Be
right.
there. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, live in the Madhouse with the Maverick Soul,
Yay!
these two brilliant artists will be on stage live for the world to see. We'll be right back. Stay tight.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! I don't. Power!
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power. Oh, Spice body spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power.
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is one of the largest suppliers in the world and your number one resource for top quality, affordable tattoo and piercing supplies. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply is the number one supplier of tattoo inks in the world with more than 200 products including Mom's Ink, Philadelphia Eddie's Traditional Inks, Paolini Sacred Color Inks, and more. Technical Worldwide Tattoo Supply, your one-stop shopping destination for great service, best prices, and top quality supplies. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are undeniably distinctive, selected for their unique, memorable flavor. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are delivered to you in beautifully designed bottles featuring limited edition artwork. Coney Island Carlos vintage wines and premium spirits are available at affordable prices in fine restaurants, bars, and liquor stores. Or check www.coneyislandcarlo.com for availability.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. For professional motorcycle...
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
We are back live in the Madhouse with the Maverick Soul. And ladies and gentlemen, get ready to hear some good old blues right now with my girl, Beareather, and my man over here, Rudy. I just want them to take it away and do your thing. God bless.
Without a word of warning, the blues stepped in this morning and circled around my lonely room. I didn't know why I had this sad and lonely feeling till my baby told me that we were through. Well, yesterday this time I sang a love song. Oh, today I'm singing the blues. Well, it strikes me kind of funny that love could be this way. We were friends last night, honey, but now I'm alone today. strikes me kind of funny that love can be so unfair. You see, I end up on the losing end in every love affair. And I know, yes, I know it must be written for me, yeah, that I'm the one who will always lose. Yesterday, this time I sang a love song. Oh, but today I'm singing the blues. Oh. Well, I love my man. I'm alive, I say I don't. Yes, I love my man. I'm a liar if I say I won't. But I will hurt my man. I'm a liar if I say I won't. Well, I've been his slave ever since I've been his baby. Yeah, I've been his slave ever since I've been his babe. Before I be his dog, I see him buried in his grave. My man didn't give me no breakfast, he didn't give me no dinner. He squawked about my supper and he put me outdoors. Had a nerve to put a matchbox on my clothes. I didn't have so many, but I had a long, long, long way to go. My man don't love me, treats me oh so mean. My man don't love me, treats me all for me. He's the meanest man that I've ever seen. He wear high drape pants, stripes are really yellow. He wear high drape pants, stripes are really yellow. But when he gets into loving, he's so fine and mellow. Love will make you drink and gamble, make you stay out all night long. Love will make you drink and gamble, make you stay out all night long. Love will make you do things that you know is wrong. Love is like a faucet, it turns off and on. I say love is just like a faucet, it turns off and on. Just just when you think it's on, baby, it has gone off and gone. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, I don't, what can we do? That's okay. You play that piano like you never played before. Some black snake been sucking my rattle. Hear me cry, Lord, I mean it. Some black snake been sucking my rattle strong. I can tell by that I won't stay here long. Well, my left eye jumped, my skin began to crawl. Oh, my left eye jumped, my skin began to crawl. I can tell by that I won't stay here long. I said, oh, I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Stay away from my window. Don't knock on my back door. I'd rather be a catfish swimming in the deep blue, lodged beneath the submarine behind a floating boat. I'd rather be a catfish lodged in the deep blue sea. Oh, than to stay here in New York. Seems like somebody trying to hurt poor me. I said, I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Stay away from my window. Don't knock on my back door. Some black snake been sucking my rattle. Hear me cry, Lord, I mean it. So black snake been sucking my rattle strong. I can tell by that I won't stay here long. I can tell by that I won't stay here long. Oh, I can tell by that, yeah, I won't stay here long. Thank you so much.
Rudy, come on over here, man. Where are we at over here? Okay. Listen, this was a treat. This is the real deal. This is the blues. This is how the blues is supposed to sound by two magnificent artists right here. And I can't thank you guys enough for taking the trip out. And please, please, please head over to Brooklyn this weekend. And Beareather, I want you to just tell them one more time where they got to go.
you gotta come to Brooklyn, first of all, on Friday, October 10th to Jazz 966 at 966 Fulton Street, and on Saturday, October 11th at Long Island University's Cumble Theater. And if you can't remember that, try to remember to go to our website at www.bigeyedblues.com. Thank you so
And
much.
for my slower fans, people, friends out there, you know who I'm talking to. You can run that and get that back again, all right? So check it out. And Rudy, thank you so much, man. You are a blessing to us all, and what you guys are doing is a great thing, something that more of us should do to pass it on and leave this world in a little better place than maybe it is right now. So God bless the both of you. All the best of luck. I hope that we helped you out and sell you some tickets for Brooklyn. And I'm urging all my friends to come down there, so go on down and have a good time. And we'll see you next week in the Madhouse right here with the Maverick Soul. I am Tommy Moore. Have a blessed week. Love you all.